गुड मॉर्निंग बच्चों, हाउ आर यू। आशा करते हैं आप सभी अच्छे से होंगे, सकुशल होंगे और आप इस पैंडेमिक में अपना ख्याल रखिए। बच्चों, आज मैं आपके सामने एक बार फिर से ऑनलाइन क्लास लेके हाजिर हूँ। और बच्चों, जिस पोयम पे हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे थे, कंपोज्ड अपॉन वेस्टमिनिस्टर ब्रिज, that poem was written by या composed by William Wordsworth. In the previous classes, in the two previous classes, I have given the introduction and I have also tried to explain the whole poem. And in the previous classes, no doubt it was a complete poem. I have completed the poem, and today I am just going to give the summary. I am just going to sum up the poem. Once again, my dear students, I would like to say some basic feature of this poem. First thing, I would like to say that this poem is a nature poem, and the poem was composed upon a bridge. The name of the bridge is Westminster Bridge, and the bridge is situated at London. And this poem is a nature poem. Why nature poem? Because in this poem the poet is just presenting the beautiful sight and surroundings of the London city at one morning. So in this poem the poet is painting the beauty of the London city, the Thames River, its surrounding, that contains mosques, temples, churches, the ships sailing into the Thames rivers, the soundings, so many things. Even even the grasses, even the fields, wherever the poet is watching the beauty of the London city, he has very beautifully he has presented and the painted of the beauty of the London city. My dear students, what he has written in the poem, before coming on this topic, I would like to say on the occasion. One day, the poet was going to France, and whenever he was going from the London to the Dover beach, at that very time when he was crossing the Thames River, and he was accompanied by his dear sister Dorothy Wordsworth, and they were riding on a horse carriage. And when their horse carriage was passing through the Westminster Bridge, at that very time they saw the beauty of the London city standing at the Westminster Bridge. The poet was hypnotized. The poet was, you can say, much attracted by the beauty and its surrounding of the London city. So they just stopped the carriage. The poet, interestingly, the poet climbed up the roof of the carriage, and there he sat and he composed the poem in a very ecstatic, in a very frenzy mood. And this was the occasion. And what he has written, my dear students, in the previous class I have said, when the Lord Rama came back from Sri Lanka, and before entering to the Ayodhya, he just bowed down to the soil of the land Ayodhya, and he says in Sanskrit, Janani Janam Bhumi Garyasi, Hail Motherland. हे मातृभूमि, तुम्हें सादर नमन है. Likewise, every person, whatsoever country he is living, he loves his motherland. Likewise, we Indians loves our mother India. So likewise, William Wordsworth also loved the London, loved Britain, and for him it was also a very, 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 very pious and the holy land for him. And so he says, he challenged all over the world. He says only one thing, that London, the beauty of the London, the fairness of the London is more beautiful, is more fair, is fairer than the other city, other places of the world. He says that any person, any traveler, whenever he will pass through the Westminster Bridge, he that particular traveler must be attracted by the beauty of the London city. And he says that the beauty of the London city is increased. It, you can say it, the beauty of the London city is aided by its mosque, by its churches, by its uh, theaters, by its tall buildings. Even the beauty of the London city is aided, more improved by the sailing of the ships into the Thames River. And the Thames River is also it is increasing. It's also adding more beauty to the beautifulness of the London city. We know better that every beautiful city is situated at some banks of the rivers, just like Patna situated at the banks of the Ganges river, just like Delhi situated at the Yamuna river. Okay, likewise, the London city is also situated at the banks of the Thames river, and this Thames river is adding the beauty of the London city. My dear friends, in so many paragraphs, he also says that the beauty of the London city is also looking superb, also looking at it the magical charm when the beauty of the London city is vast, is seen at the morning time, because the poet has composed this poem at the morning time. And whenever any person is watching the beauty of the London city at the morning time, it looks superb, it looks magical, because where everywhere there is the fox, and this fox has wrapped the London city. And here the poet is comparing that the London is like a woman, and she has put on a white garment, white dress, like an angel, like a woman putting on a white saris. And the poet says that the beauty of the London city can also be seen whenever a person is standing at the Thames River, at the Westminster Bridge, and whenever he is watching the open sky. The sky is smokeless, there is no smoke, there is no cloud, the sky is looking blue and the beautiful. And the fields, the fields of the London city can also be vast whenever a person is standing at the height of the Westminster Bridge, and whenever he will see the London city, he can see so many buildings, the theaters, the globes, so many things. But at the same times, far away at his sight, he can also watch uh, the crops, the grains also has been cultivated into the fields of the fields uh, just at the very close of the London cities. And at last, the poet says that the Britishers are a very brave community. The Britishers are a very brave caste, and they are now sleeping in the morning time, and they are sleeping into their houses, and the houses once again has been personified. And it seems to the poet that all the tall buildings is standing like the tall man, like the tall mother, and all the Britishers, the brave Britishers, are sleeping into these houses. So this is the this is the substance. If you go through the poetic diction, what poetic diction the poet has applied into this poem. So the first thing, the poet has followed the poetic diction of the nature poem. Here in the poem, the poet has uh, composed the poem following the path of the nature poem. He is describing the nature, he is describing the rivers, he is describing the fields, he is painting the sky, he is painting the fields, everything, everywhere he has presented the good aspect of the nature poem. Secondly, if you go through the poem, you can watch out the language of the poem is very simple. Even the poem can be read, even a simple person can read and understand the poem, because the poet has written, the poet has used the words of a very common simple man's, or it was also the poetic diction of the William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth always used the language of the common people, language of the rustic peoples. And the poem is a sonnet, and this poem has been written following the rules and the regulation, following the diction of the Petrarchan sonnet. If you watch the poem has been divided into two parts, octave and the sestet. Starting 8 lines is just describing and just introducing the subject matter. It means the poet is presenting the beauty of the London city, and last 6 lines he is giving the summary, he is giving the substance, he is just summing up the poem. So this poem is also a very good example of Petrarchan or the Italian sonnet. And at last, coming at the central idea, what the poet want to say, what the poet want to try to make us understand. The poet only want to say that every person loves their motherlands, every person loves the places where they live. And सपोज हम जहाँ पर रहते हैं, सब जैसे मैं बंगाल में रहता हूँ, हम सभी बंगाल में रहते हैं, तो बंगाल हम लोग के लिए क्या एक खूबसूरत प्लेस है। इसीलिए हम लोग एक वर्ड यूज़ करते हैं सोनार बंगला, अमार सोनार बंगला। जस्ट लाइक हम रहते हैं जगद्दल में, आप रहते हो गरुलिया में, तो हमारे आपके लिए गरुलिया इज़ ए वेरी ब्यूटीफुल प्लेस। लाइकवाइज द पोएट आल्सो प्रेजिंग द ब्यूटी ऑफ द लंदन सिटी। और जैसे भगवान राम ने कहा, जननी जन्मभूमि गर्यसी, हे मदरलैंड, जितना बार जन्म हो सब तुम्हारी इस मिट्टी में हो, वैसे ही विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ ये कहते हैं कि माई मदरलैंड दैट इज़ लंदन सिटी is a more beautiful place, a fair place in all over the world. And my dear friends, my dear students, I would like to suggest you to do 2 things. One, whatsoever I have taught you, just write down the substance of the poem within 150 words. And the second, you should also try to write down the central idea of the poem, and you can write down the substance and the central idea, take a snapshot, take a photo, and try to post into the WhatsApp group made by me of the school. So today is the last day of the class about the poem composed upon Westminster Bridge. It is the last day of the poem, and I have tried to teach you everything and every aspect of the poem, and I am happy that I have given whatsoever I know, and I just convinced that you might be taking the classes, you might have understood the poem, and at last you should write down the 2 assignments I have given, the substance and the sonnet of the novels. And my dear students, in the next class I will try to start the next poem, that is called Meeting at Night. So thank you all, God bless you, good day.